What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Diesel Dog video. It is early on a Saturday, but I've got a pretty big project I'm trying to accomplish today. One of the joys of home ownership is problems that arise, and they're usually not cheap. Luckily, I can do almost everything myself. Just a few months ago, I put in a hot water heater. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably saw I did that. And today I've got an even bigger project. So let me show you what happened last week. So this is where my sump pump discharge line is. Comes out from under the house right there, about a foot off the house. And then they put it into plastic corrugated pipe from there all the way out to the road. As you can see, this corner of the concrete here is eroded. It's all cracked away and eroded. It's been doing that for a while, but recently I noticed that it's been sinking a little more down there where it butts up against the garage, and it should be flush right there. So I just kind of attributed it to it being an older house. There's going to be some sinkage, and then 3 weeks ago my sump pump just kept running and running and running. I was still getting a little water out to the road, but it kept running. I called uptown, made sure I didn't have a water leak, because I've had a couple of those I've had to fix. They said my water usage is normal, so I just let it go. And then one day I came home, noticed no water out in the gutter. Went downstairs, and it was just pouring into the sump pump downstairs. So, got a problem somewhere. So since this is all eroded right here, I kind of did some investigating, and I noticed that it was super wet under that concrete. So I assumed that my discharge line was coming up, since it comes out in the basement right here, went that way, and it was dumping it right under this portion of the driveway right here, eroding it away. And my assumption was correct. I busted up this concrete, found it super saturated with water down there, dug all the way down there, found the discharge line. What they did was just stepped it up to the 4-inch PVC right after that, did the corrugated line, and it was all disintegrated, rotted away. That was like an archaeological dig, trying to find the rest of the corrugated pipe. So, just for the sake of getting the water out of the basement so it didn't overflow, because that was Tuesday night, the sump pump went completely out from running so much, so I had to 5-gallon bucket water from the basement out here and dump it out for about 4 hours to get the water level to where it wouldn't overflow, or where I was comfortable with it. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday did the digging up, rigged this up. Once I figured out what I needed to do, I had to make a late night run to Lowe's before they closed at 10 o'clock, get a couple of 90s and some 2-inch pipe, and I got it to where it's pumping out on the driveway, so at least it's getting all that water out. But it's still trickling into the sump pump pit, so who knows how long it's been just pumping water up here and just letting it run right back down to the sump pump there. So the sump pump is installed, but I still have to do some corrections on that. I've got to lengthen it and put it back down to the bottom of the pit. Right now it's sitting in the middle, because I didn't have enough stuff to drop all the way down. It's a little different than the one I took out of there. So Saturday, it's about 5:30. The birds are chirping. Beautiful morning here in Southern Illinois, though. Some stuff like this I'd rather just get a early start on, drink a little coffee, and I'm gonna have to start digging a trench all the way down the road. It is what it is. In the words of IFBB Pro Seth Feroce, I don't have problems, I just have more work to do. You get your hand chopped off at work, that's a real problem. Sump pump discharge line, well, that's just a little more work I gotta do on a Saturday. So I'm just gonna hammer out this trench this morning, and then do my run to Lowe's, get my pipe, measure out what I all need, and start there. I'll probably have to make a couple different runs here. So it is what it is. Let's get started.
So, trench dug, took me about an hour. I still gotta dig up to here at least, and then when everyone's awake, I can bust this concrete up here, and then we're just gonna shoot her right out, bury her in. I am gonna be having to dig up all this concrete here that's collapsed, break it up. I'm just gonna do a patch job right here, pressure wash the rest, maybe it'll blend in. This whole driveway needs redone eventually anyways. It's cracking down there too and everything. It's old house, like I said. So I'm not too terribly worried about having to do this portion here. I don't really care. At least it'll be filled in. But you ever want to find out how out of shape you are? Build a trench down your front lawn. The clutch, dusty clutch yesterday, got nothing on digging dirt. So props to anyone that does this for a living. Made a little pit stop, ran uptown, got some donuts for the family. They're gonna be up soon. Kids are gonna be up soon, hungry mouths to feed. So got some donuts. If I don't come home with sprinkles, all hell breaks loose. So we're all good. Got early pickings on the up at the bakery, but I'm running to Lowe's now. It's 6 minutes after 7, so making pretty good time. I gotta go get my 2-inch piping, some connectors, and then I can start laying that stuff in there, and anything else I need I can run back. Eventually I'm gonna need to get bags of concrete, Quikrete and stuff, and rock and whatever else I need. I don't know if I'm gonna need some fill dirt or anything like that, but I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there. I'm gonna do the irrigation pipe and everything first. Citywide yard sale. I see some golf clubs. Hold up. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna swing back through and get those golf clubs here. I'm a sucker for a deal. I did not bring bungee cords or straps or anything with me, so I had to use my belt. Kept it from moving around. Basically at this point, just waiting for the kids to wake up. Yes, they're still sleeping, so got a lot done before the kids even woke up, but I gotta break up this concrete. That's gonna be loud, so I'm waiting for them to wake up. I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I got this spout right here that I'm gonna tie in like right there, these pipes, and I'm gonna run the rain gutter into there. We still got, you can see our landscaping is old and just needs all redone. We've just been putting it off, and now it's probably gonna get done. So I'm gonna stick that in there, and then that'll be like a permanent rain spout for right here. And then whatever we do with this gutter system, we can just tie right into there, and it'll just shoot it down the road instead of putting it out onto the concrete here and run it down. So that'll take care of that. Got her all hooked up. So shorten this pipe. I kept these elbows right here, ran it all out. I did a couple of these things with PVC cement. I could just probably stuck them together. It's not under pressure or anything, but getting water all the way out to the road now. I've been watching it down here in my little spout here for this thing, and I got water flowing through there real good. And just kind of watching it here for a minute before I start filling it in. Not that I don't think there will be any issues, but kind of just taking a break, to be honest. But feels good to get an early jump on the day and get it done. And now we got to start filling it in. And then I don't know if I'm going to bust up the rest of this concrete today or not. Probably might wait. Actually, I might do this section right here at least. Working on filling everything in here. So you can see when I dug up this trench, I kind of sliced it down, picked up the whole clump of grass and everything. You call it sod or whatever, I don't know. So basically what I have to do is pick each piece up, stick it back in the trench, stomp it down, and you can hardly tell I even dug it up. So I started right there working down, and then I'm going to work my way up here. And I don't remember where I stopped up here with the
with the digging with the clumps. So wherever I stop, then I'll just do dirt back in there and then keep filling it up. I probably should have dug this a little deeper and dropped that elbow a little bit farther, but I think it just looks higher because once this is all dug up, you can see how dropped down this piece is. Then it'll cover it up, and I think I'll have enough there to lay like 4 inches of concrete whenever I do that patch there. So we're getting there.
And it's only like 11 o'clock. So got quite a bit done for lunch. It's one of the reasons I like getting early starts on stuff. Get stuff done while everyone else is sleeping. It's nice, peaceful, quiet. Don't have to worry about the kids screaming at you or anything. You know, it's nice. Last thing to do for this video. Oh yeah. Look at that. Make a little adjustment there, but pull that out. But we'll get her.
Worked out pretty good, just throwing these clumps of grass back in there. You can't hardly tell I had them all dug up. Hopefully I don't sink too much. Right there's where I had my pile of dirt, so that's gonna have to wash out eventually. Got my spout in there, looking good. That way we can build up around that with our landscaping when we redo all that. I might tie in that gutter over here too, just straight in there out to the road. Don't have to worry about water in front anymore. I gotta build this up. I gotta bust up the rest of this concrete, pour a slab right here just to tie it up right here, and that's gonna get us by until we can redo the entire driveway.
So that is gonna do it for me. This is kind of a part 1 video. I'm still gonna work today, but I'm gonna wrap up this video so it's not too long. Thanks for joining along. It's been a long day already. You know, started at 5:30 this morning and it's now like noon. So productive day. We're gonna keep going, and I'll see you guys in the next video.